shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm gonna put a jumper on. Look at the size of this thing. Sweet baby Jesus, that thing's big. I didn't think it would be that big. I thought it was gonna be like a little box, you know. Something, yeah. Something small. Whoa, I'm gonna sit down right here. Oh, it's in my kitchen because this is where I did the unboxing for the Nectar skull. Holy shit. This is massive. Look at that, compared to like the size of my body. And I'm 6'2", right? 6'3", something. Jesus Christ. It's got like this paper tape around it, so it shouldn't be too hard to get into. The dude literally, he literally just showed up. I always get worried when I say literally, because apparently people these days don't use it in the right context or something. But he just showed up at my door like 10 seconds ago with this thing. And I was like, do I have to sign something? Because I'm not an adult. I'm a 16-year-old. So I was like, do I have to, you know, be an adult for this? He's like, yeah, no, just sign it. It'll be good. I don't have a signature, so it was a bit of a problem there. This is the BoneClones Smilodon Fatalis skull. It's not Fragilis. No, Fragilis is Allosaurus. That's right. I always get those two species names confused. Do I have anything sharper than these things? I need a knife or something. Something a bit serrated to get through this paper. In fact, it's going to be tough. Now, if I know BoneClones, and I do know BoneClones, there's going to be a bunch of those little styrofoam pellets in here, and they're going to be pink. I bet. I love those things, but they make weird noises and they hurt my ears. I'm going to cut my hand open doing that. Shit. Kids at home, don't do this. I'm a trained professional box opener. Whew. I was just chilling in my room, listening to some Fleetwood Mac, and doorbell rings. I'm like, who the fuck did that? Shit, I said the F word. Shit, damn it! I'm trying not to swear in my videos from now on because I want this to be an educational thing for everyone, and I don't want to. But I'm Australian, so it just slips out. We swear a lot here. It's like a part of our language. Oh, I seriously nearly cut my finger off just then. Oh, if I get wounded, it's for a good cause. Oh, Jesus Christ, when did they... Oh, I'm not cutting it that way. I'm going to stab myself in the eye. See, I'm thinking ahead of potential danger. You know what? I reckon I can just rip it. If my... Oh, jeez. Holy shit. Oh, it's not pink. It's white. Just... Look at that shit. Look at that stuff. More swear words. I don't want to spill it everywhere, so let's just get the box out. Oh, whoa. This is the stand. Look how big that is. Oh, this is going to be a big skull. This is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Oh, I hate styrofoam. It's squeaky and I don't like touching it. Oh, can I move this? How am I going to get this thing out? It's like the size of the actual cardboard. It's like there's nowhere for me to get my fingers in. Let's maybe I can shimmy it. Come on. Okay. So there's some styrofoam pellets going everywhere, but you know what? That's alright. Let me just clear the road here. Oh god, I'm gonna clean this up. I really tried to make as little mess as possible, and now we're delicate with this because inside is a replica of my favorite prehistoric mammal. I don't want to stuff this up. A little bit of facts about Smilodon. Smilodon hunted very differently to modern cats because Smilodon had massive canines. Obviously, it's a saber-toothed cat, and they were actually very delicate. They were very, very fragile. So what it would do, it would launch up onto its prey, and it had these massive forelimbs, and it would grab onto the animal. And these forelimbs were really massive and muscular because they were used to position itself. They had to control this, you know, a bison or even a mammoth that was, you know, trying to throw it off. It would get up on the side, position itself beneath the animal's throat, bite down on the jugular and rip out a massive chunk of flesh. I'm going to show you how it did that in a second when I get the skull out. I'm so excited for this. I've been wanting this ever since I was a little kid. I saw Prehistoric Park, the episode where Nigel Marven goes to get the Smilodon, and he has that skull, and I thought, I want to have that. I want to have an office with a Smilodon skull in it. There's a hair on there. That's too long to be mine. That's a bit concerning. There's more styrofoam pellets. You know what? Kudos. BoneClones, you're protecting my stuff. Thank you very much. I think I just pull it out, can't I? I don't want to damage it. Oh. I thought I was getting a little part when I saw this, but it's like the entire thing is coming out. Holy shit! Oh my lord! Whoa! That is huge! That is colossal! Whoa. Okay. Jesus Christ. I honestly expected it to be half the size of this. Wow. This is from the second largest Smilodon skull that's ever been found. Now the stand should be in there somewhere. I'll get that later. I want to get my Denictus skull. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to get my Denictus skull to compare. Denictus skull is like that big. This thing's like that big. Oh my. I'm getting that. You can tell, I'm looking. I can't even talk. That's how excited I am. I really don't want to damage it. Jesus Christ. Okay, you might think I'm being really nerdy about this, and it's sort of like a nerdgasm, whatever they're called. I've been in love with paleontology for as long as I can remember, before I even knew Jurassic Park existed. And Smilodon, oh, they've held it together with a rubber band. Oh, BoneClones, I love you. Jeez, I'm not going to take it off because I might damage it. Oh! Jesus Christ, I didn't think that was going to happen. Fucking... I elastic banded myself in the hand just then. The lower jawbone, the dentary, is really heavy. It's got bolts nailed in to keep the teeth in place. The detail is phenomenal. What the hell? It's like, what the fuck is that? Look at this. Look at that. Smilodon Fatalis. The deadliest cat that ever lived. I don't want to take... Oh yeah, I'm taking this off. BoneClones, I love you. I love them. I love BoneClones. Teeth are wobbling a little bit, but that's just because this thing's not really in place. Wow. Killing mechanism, as I don't want to hold it like this. Oh my god. I'm really, really careful with this. I'm being really cautious. It's still got the sawdust from when they've etched out all this gorgeous, gorgeous detail. The incisors are all separated. Look at that. The nasals, are the nasals? Whoa. You can actually look through there and you can see through the nasal section there. And the maxilla, the parietal bone, the squamosal, I love everything about this thing. The nasal ridge is actually separated. You can tell it's a different bone. It's got lines. I'm going to show you images close-ups in a second. This is twice the size I thought it was going to be. Just going to try and slot this into place without it breaking. That's it. And then when it went in for the kill, now you can see here the teeth lock into place when they shut, and the canines work as sort of a locking mechanism. So when it bit into prey, it would have to open its mouth like that wide, by the way. They could open its mouth to over 95 degrees. It would bite down, go all the way through the flesh, and then the piece of flesh that it bit into would be stuck in the mouth. And it would just rip it out using its canines and take a massive chunk of flesh. This thing would kill me easily. It's bigger, its head's bigger than mine. Look at that. All right, I'm going to put this on the stand because I really don't want to damage it. It feels delicate, which is interesting because my other BoneClones replicas are quite tough. And I'm assuming this is simply because of the amount of detail. I don't want to rest it because I can't put the canines on the ground. Like, I can't put it down like that, obviously, to break the canines. Now you can see just how thin the canines on Smilodon are. Look at that. They could break just right there. They could just shatter. In fact, this specimen, has a fracture along the left canine. Right there. You can see there. It's a little bit of a crack. Holy shit. This must have been from a male, I'd assume. I don't think females would get this large. Oh, God. The one on the website didn't look anywhere near this detailed. I'm sending them an email about this, definitely. About how grateful I am. This is astronomical. Let me get the stand out. Oh, it's still in here. Is it? Yeah, it is. Oh, the stand's so heavy. Oh my God. When people think of prehistoric predators, they think of Smilodon and T-Rex. This thing is unbelievable in its infamy. Not infamy. Infamy means you're famous for a bad reason. This thing is famous for a beautiful reason. It was one of the most powerful predators that ever lived, at least one of the most powerful cats. It had a bite force stronger than any cat today. It's more related, despite what it looks like and its size, it was actually more related to leopards. I believe saber-tooths, the Macarodont saber-tooths, this is a Macarodont, evolved from the Nimravids, didn't they? They must have, because the Nimravids are really closely related to leopards as well. Especially Denictus, it's very, very leopard-like. Its skull is almost identical to a clouded leopard. If you've ever seen clouded leopard skulls, you compare the skulls. The only difference being the size of the canines in Denictus, obviously, because it's a saber-tooth. Oh, no, Denictus, I can't talk. Denictus was a false saber-tooth, wasn't it? All Nimravids are false saber-tooths. Was you Smilus a false saber-tooth? I'm going to have to check up on that. I'm pretty sure it was. But it couldn't have been. It's got saber teeth that go below the jaw. Now, speaking of that, Smilodon doesn't have bony flanges coming off the bottom. If you've ever seen a Hoplophonius and even Denictus and Nimravus, they've got these bony flanges coming down the jaw to protect their teeth. Smilodon didn't have that, which is really, really interesting. And I've been pondering why it didn't have them. 10 for a very long time. Haven't found an answer yet. I also love the stand or the prop that holds up the skull is white. It's like blends in with the skull. Oh, this thing's going to be beautiful. I'm going to message everyone in my Discord. There's a Discord link in the description. I've got a paleontology Discord. You can go on there and check that out. It's pretty small so far. We've just started. I'm assuming... Which I don't want to put it on the wrong way. No, it has to go on this way. The jaw, because in my Denictus skull, these things are used to hold up the jawbone, correct? Is it the same? Let's go on this way. Same thing here. Yes, it is. So it goes on like that. Cool beans. This is gorgeous. I am in love with this thing. And make sure it's on there nice and tight. I don't want the skull to fall off and explode on my table. That would be extremely unfortunate. I think the skull would be alright if it fell from that height. I'm sure BoneClones have thought about that. Oh, it fits in so nicely. No OCD problems. Like the Denictus skull, which has a reason for being uneven, because during fossilization that specimen was actually damaged. So the one they cast it off was damaged. Now, I'm pretty sure this is meant to go here, isn't it? Is that? It hasn't gone into place yet, so I'm just sort of trying to find that sweet spot. I'm pretty sure it's meant to go on like this. I'm sure there's an instruction. Oh, did I do it? I did it. I haven't done it. But it's not in place properly. So I'm gonna take it off there. Where is it meant to slot into? It comes down there. This needs to go in first. Or does it go in like this and then... But that doesn't hold it on... Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. That doesn't hold it in place. Apparently you can take the teeth out. But I'm not going to do that for obvious reasons. Don't want any risk of damage to this thing at all. This is the lower jaw. The detail on this is phenomenal. I just bit into an orange by accident. That's my fruit table. I'm going to move out of the way there, bananas. I'm just going to see how it's meant to fit in without the lower jaw, because I think the lower jaw is getting in the way. It's just like that, right? Correct? Am I wrong? No? That's it. And then the lower jaw is meant to go on like there. How does it do that? I got no idea. I'm going to sort this out and then I'll cut back to you guys, alright? So, I'm just going to leave it like that. It doesn't look right to me. But, actually, no, that's right. I think. This thing's enormous. You probably can't even tell on the camera, but when you're actually looking at it from real, first-person perspective, it is just huge. I'm going to take this up to my office and we'll have a look it up there and compare it with the Denictus skull. I figured out how to do it. I've slotted it into place. I had it wrong before. Whoa. I have no words. I'm just going to clean it a little bit because that styrofoam stuff is... This is my favorite skull by far. You want to see the Denictus skull? You want to see the Denictus skull? In size comparison, I thought Denictus skull was kind of big. Right? This thing pales in comparison to the Smilodon. Look at that! Wait, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Shit. Ball sacks. Can you see just how small Denictus is in comparison with the Smilodon? Oh my god! Smilodon would kill a Denictus easily. It wouldn't even be a competition. This isn't like a leopard versus a lion here, okay? This thing would get obliterated by a Smilodon. And I feel bad saying that because Denictus is, well, it used to be my favorite prehistoric mammal, and now the Smilodon has just blown it out of the water. I'll give you a bit more of a view here. That's the skull. That's the Denictus skull. Unbelievable. Move. Lamp. Ah, shit. It's just incredible. And it's hollow, too. You can even see into the brain cavity, although I've put the handle up in there to hold it in place. I'm going to be doing a review. Actually, you know what? I might not do a review, but I might. I don't know. If you're thinking of buying this, this is 068. This is BC 068. There's the bigger version of the Smilodon Fatalis skull that BoneClones has. This is the antique finish. This isn't the tar pit finish, which I would have liked to go for, but it was a bit more expensive. This, all in all, cost me 550 Australian dollars with postage and shipping and the actual cost of the thing. It was pretty expensive, but in my opinion, it was worth it. Every cent. Buy it. I'm not being sponsored by BoneClones, obviously. They would never sponsor me. I'm a little channel. But This is just... Honestly, it feels so weird looking at the Denicta skull now. It looks tiny. Before the Smilodon arrived, I looked at the Denicta and I was like, oh yeah, you know, it's a pretty good one. It looks so small now. Oh my god. Alright, that's the end of the video. I have a Smilodon skull. Thank you all for subscribing, if you did. I don't know, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Wow. I think I'm in love.